Now, if you happen to like a little bit of luxury while out on the bank, then this video is for you. Today, we're taking a look at the NGT Espresso coffee maker. Let's get into it. Yes, you did in fact hear me correctly. Today we are looking at the NGT Espresso coffee maker. It is finally time for you to have the coffee you always wanted on the bank while you're out on the bank. You can bin those nasty standard sort of pre-mixed sachets that we all carry and actually have a proper coffee. Now, the NGT Espresso Maker enables you to create that barista level drink that we all crave while we're out on the bank without any of the associated skills required. And that's because this can be used with various different drinks pods that are available readily from supermarkets. Ones from sort of Nespresso or even 𝗃𝗶𝗵𝗵𝗏. Probably saying that incorrectly because I'm just not that cultured. But what that means is it's not just coffee that's on offer. There's various different hot chocolates, teas, coffees, pretty much something to suit everyone. Apart from, of course, the ultra carpy. Unfortunately, guys, Bovril is not available in little pods, so you will just have to do that the old-fashioned way. For those of you that like ground coffee, there is an attachment included within the kit, so you can use proper ground coffee. The exterior of the NGT Espresso Maker seems tough and durable, so if you're a little bit clumsy like me and you knock your kit around a little bit, I don't think you'll have any problems whatsoever. Now, obviously, this is supposed to be sort of an additional luxury item to pop into your brew kit, and I think the stylish grey colour that it's been done in certainly makes it look the part. Internally, you have a 7,500 mAh battery used to power the extraction pump and the heating element. Yes, you did hear me correctly. This has the ability to heat water. Many of the compact portable espresso makers that have been made previously required you to separately boil the water to then put it into the espresso maker. Not the case with this one, everything is done internally. Now, that internal heating element will take the water up to a temperature of 86 degrees, which I believe is about perfect for brewing coffee. And as far as battery lifespan goes, when it comes to heating water and then extracting an espresso, you'll get roughly 4 cups from a complete charge. Now, that being said, that is not the only way you can use the NGT Espresso Maker. You can use it in a slightly more conventional manner where you would pre-boil the water with a standard sort of stove and kettle and then pop that into the espresso maker for it to then do the extraction of the coffee pod. If you are to go down that route, you can expect up to 50 extractions out of one single charge. So the battery is going to last absolutely ages. And of course, as you would expect from NGT, there is a USB-C fast charge port on the front of the unit, so you can always keep it topped up while you're out on the bank. Now, when it comes to actually making a drink, luckily it is super simple and requires very little skill whatsoever, which, as I said right at the beginning of this video, that is probably a good thing for me. It is quite simply a case of unscrewing the top and you will find the clean water chamber. So pop your water into there. It holds roughly 60 millilitres, which is about a single espresso shot. So you can fill that up, pop the water in there and pop the lid back on. You'll feel the lid lock into place. Then on the lower section of the espresso maker, simply remove the cup, which is just a twist and lock fitment, and then unscrew the chamber for the coffee pods. Then you just need to pick the coffee pods that you want. As I said earlier, you've got the Nespresso as an option. You've also got the 𝗃𝗶𝗵𝗏𝗿, and there is also the option for ground coffee. And there are attachments for all 3 of those options within the kit. Pop the coffee pod into the bottom of the espresso maker and then simply screw that cap back into place. Now you need to just take the cup and pop that back onto the base of the espresso maker. And once that's done, you are pretty much ready to go. As you can see, there is a singular button on the front of the unit, and depending on whether you're using hot water or cold water, you have a couple of options. If you're using cold water and you need the unit to heat the water for you, if you double push that button, it will then start the process of heating the water and then extracting your espresso. It will take roughly 5 minutes and it will be ready to go. Now, if you're pouring already hot water into the espresso maker and you don't need to wait for it to heat the water, you can push that button just one single time. And with that, the extraction process will start and you'll have your espresso shot in the bottom of this cup in absolutely no time at all. Now this cup on the bottom holds 120 millilitres, which, as some of you will have already worked out, is double what the water tank will hold. Now, dependent on what drink you will be making, depends on how much of this you will actually need to use. Some of the pods that are available in the supermarket come sort of in two segments, if you like. So you have one pod for the coffee and then another pod for the milk bit. And for that, you will need to put your 60 millilitres of water in the top, do the first pod, and then obviously replace that pod and then put another 60 millilitres of water in, and it will then fill that cup up to the 120 millilitres. And you'll end up with a very nice hot coffee, which, let's be honest, that is the aim of the game. Now, I'm certainly no coffee connoisseur, but it is nice to have something a little bit nicer than usual. I could see myself using this on short day trips where I don't want to lug around a kettle, a stove, some gas and a mug. I could just pop this straight into my kit bag. It's nice and compact and convenient. The pods weigh absolutely nothing and take up no room whatsoever. And obviously you're going to be carrying a bottle of water, whether you're going for a day or 3. Now, I could also see this being quite useful on slightly longer sessions. Obviously, I'm already going to have my stove, my kettle, and other bits and pieces for cooking with. So in that situation, I will probably pre-boil the water to preserve the battery life. Now, I am that guy within my fishing friend group where no one ever accepts my offer of a hot drink. Now, I'm not sure if it's because of the instant coffee or it's because of the powdered milk. I'm only joking, that's a whole nother argument altogether. But with the help from this NGT Espresso Maker, I'm sure I can up my coffee game, and I'm sure my fishing friends will appreciate it. Now, when it comes to the costings, you can expect to pay under £45 for one of these, which I think is a bit of a steal when you consider how much a kettle, a stove, continually topping up gas, and obviously a mug would cost. Yeah, less than 45 quid. I think it's a bit of a bargain. Now, for any more information, don't hesitate to pop onto the NGT website, because it's not just info about this, but there is so much kit on there. The array of kit that NGT actually offer that is really good quality is, well, substantial to say the least. So don't miss out. Make sure you pop over to the website. Now, if you found this video useful or helpful in any way, please do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And of course, make sure you hit that bell notification icon, because you don't want to miss out on any future uploads from us. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much.